I wanted to do something that I don't think anyone else has ever done before. I wanted to build a true DPS Geo Traveler. I'm not talking about a sub DPS Geo Traveler that just pops on the field for a bit to chuck a rock and leave. I'm talking about an on-field DPS Geo MC. But is that even possible to do? Because despite Geo not being a very good element, the Traveler's elemental skill and burst making it more difficult to group enemies, the Traveler not doing very much damage, and overall just being kinda clunky to use, I still love playing as the Geo Traveler. What can I say? I love chucking rocks. Being able to become an earthbender and reshape the battlefield is really cool, even though it is kinda hard to work around the Geo constructs that you create. So a lot of people have told me that the Geo Traveler belongs in a garbage can, but I say nay. As long as there's a chance. As long as the possibility of DPS Geo Traveler isn't 0%, then it might as well be 100%. It's time to kick logic to the curb and do the impossible. My drill is the drill that will pierce the heaven. Also, just to preface, we are probably going to need to stretch the definition of main DPS just a little bit if we are going to make this work. And we are also going to need the help of a specific, very infamous constellation. What I'm attempting to do is I'm trying to build the greatest on-field Geo DPS Traveler. That's a distinction, right? I think the best way to play Geo Traveler is a sub DPS where you just kind of swap on, throw a rock, burst maybe, and then you swap off field. But I like playing Geo Traveler, so I was like, you know what? How do we use Geo Traveler for longer? You make an on-field DPS Geo Traveler. The thing is, the reason why Geo Traveler works so much better as a sub DPS is because there's not really much for Geo Travelers to do after they use their elemental skill and burst. So what I've decided to do is, as a supplement for that, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna C6 Bennett, okay? Don't even have to think about it. Everybody was like, oh, I'm holding on to I can't use Constellation 6. And they were like, for 2 years, they had this annoying red exclamation mark. Me, no. Instantaneously, as soon as I get, it took me a while to get it, but as soon as I got Bennett C6, boom, we got it, right? It's over. And then what we are going to be doing is we actually have an artifact set, and we're going to be using a pyro damage bonus goblet on our Geo Traveler, so that when we are inside Bennett's burst, Geo Traveler will be doing pyro damage because of Bennett C6. So we're going to see if this actually does anything. It's not going to be that good, but we're going to see if it's at least all right. All right, we're going to see this. We're going to use this for some Geo particles. Boom. Okay, and then now we're set up. Look at that. Yo, 11K? That's actually better than I thought it was going to be. Not even trolling. That is better than I thought it was going to be. Oh, God. I'm playing Circle Impact, though. Hey, that's not bad. Let me cook. All right, let's see real quick. We're going to do this. Boom. We're going to let the world collide. Oh, God. Look at that. Oh, God. Look at that. Yo, we are going in. Yo, 15Ks? 15Ks on normal attacks? Yo, I think that we got it. I think we have a winning strategy right here. If you want to call it that. Yo, and then 40K. That's without Geo damage bonus goblet. We're still hitting 40Ks on our elemental skills. Rocks. Yo, my pyro damage goes freaking hard. Yo, 24K? 24K on a pyro damage normal attack. I'm just saying. Hey, I think this is as best as we can get. I think this team is actually unironically decent. I think that this is the best version that you can get of on-field, like, DPS Geo Traveler. Yo, imagine how much we can hit on the Tula, because we actually will vaporize. Wait a second, I'm cooking something. Wait a second, let's go into the Abyss real quick. I think that I might be able to 36-star the Abyss with this team. Let me check real quick. We're going to be using Navia to funnel us, because Navia uses gives a lot of Geo particles. Similar to this, and we need to have Geo Travelers burst up all the time, because I don't have pretty low crit rate on Geo Traveler right now. And then we're going to use Farina for damage amplification. Bennett also for the same thing, attack buff. All right, so let's go. Let's run it. Okay, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to wait. Damn, bro. Are you kidding me? We hit the DPS check already? Wait a second. This team might be kind of goated. And then I'm going to, like, kind of go right here. so that I'm still in the circle. Nice. Okay, wait. That team went way harder than I thought it was going to go. I thought that this was a mean team. This is actually... I'm actually a fucking earthbender right now. It's so funny that I'm using Navia to battery Geo Traveler. This feels blasphemous. This feels kind of dirty. Yo, this is crazy. Yo, we are doing damage. I'm a fucking earthbender. Oh god, I was trying to get those particles over to Geo Traveler for the next chamber. It's fine. Do this. And then now we should be good. Now, look at the damage. Look at the damage. Look at these normal attacks coming from the Geo Traveler. Absolutely popping off right now. Let's try and like battery Bennett real quick. Honestly. Because our pyro damage bonus goblet does nothing without Bennett, right? Woo! Okay, so a minute and a half is probably not enough time, but we'll see. That was kind of a damage loss. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. We get there. Okay, so it is possible. You can definitely 36-star the Abyss with anybody, given enough investment and given enough game knowledge. And by investment, I mean just use really cracked characters surrounding the character that you're trying to 36-star the Abyss with. But honestly, in that last chamber, it did come down mostly to Geo Traveler, Navia, and Bennett because Farina can't do any damage there. So I just had to like rely mainly on their damage. And then what I was using was Mistblur Reforged because we have to give everything to the Geo Traveler that we possibly can. Artifacts were the Marachussi Hunter. I was using the Marachussi set because specifically we were using Farina. This set doesn't really work unless you have Farina. What we ended up getting to was a 32 over 225 split, but then with the plus 36% crit rate that you get from the Marachussi artifact set. So then that'd be 68% crit rate, and then plus the Geo Traveler's plus 10% crit rate. That ends up being 78% crit rate. That's why I was kind of focused and I was funneling Navia's energy particles into the Geo Traveler to make sure that I could burst on cooldown. Because also, I only have 119% energy recharge, which isn't that much, right? The artifacts I was using was actually, I was using an attack percent Sands, pyro damage bonus goblet because of C6 Bennett, and then a crit damage circlet. And then we were using a triple crown Geo Traveler. So as I said, with enough investment, whether it be the investment is you invest in really strong characters like Navia and Farina, that's like the biggest thing is that when people say with enough investment, you can 36-star the Abyss with any character, usually the investment doesn't only go into the one character you're talking about. Like, yeah, you can 36-star the Abyss with Geo Traveler as long as you use these characters. So that was a lot of fun. I think that I'm going to try and 36-star the Abyss with Geo Traveler every single rotation.